Our beloved learners, wherever you are this morning, welcome to Black Slides Online Secondary School. This is your space where you learn the sciences and other on-demand subjects. We meet at this hour to revise 2026 mock exams from Blantyre Secondary School, BSS, and we are going to dwell on Mathematics Paper 1. Welcome, learners. If this is the first time you are watching our video lessons on YouTube, consider subscribing to the channel. And also recommend our video lessons to your friends, wherever they are. Come and revise with us. This is the 2026 Blantyre Secondary School BSS Mathematics Paper 1. As we go through the solutions, kindly pay attention. Pay the best attention to the exam tips as they come in the course of our discussion. Don't just focus on memorizing the solution, but also convince yourself that you can solve the questions on your own without the help of our revisions. Just on your own, can you try to go through the solutions a number of times until you master the techniques, that we present and share here. Welcome, learners. My name is Mr. Paul Chilora, your teacher. Invite your friends, colleagues, your sisters, brothers, and siblings or nibblings, wherever they are, your cousins. Invite them to come and join us. Subscribe to the channel. So once again, without wasting that precious time of yours, let's get to the business of the day. Question number 1, factorize the expression 2d squared minus 7d minus 15. Remember, first and foremost, you consider the coefficient of d squared and the constant at the end. Multiply these two. 2 times minus 15 happens to be minus 30. Now we look for numbers which, when you multiply, will give you minus 30, and when you add, they should give you minus 7. So minus 7, the middle term, the coefficient of the middle term, in this case the coefficient of d. So such numbers are going to be minus 10 and positive 3, because multiplying minus 10 by positive 3 shall give you minus 30. And adding them up, adding minus 10 to positive 3 will give you minus 7, this one here. Next, you rewrite the expression in terms of 10d minus 10d and positive 3d, because minus 10d positive 3d is the same as minus 7d, so it doesn't change anything, it's just as good. We are doing this for us to factorize this expression by grouping method. So we pair these up, 2d squared minus 10d and 3d minus 15. So factorizing Factorizing 2d squared minus 10d, you find that 2 can go into 2d squared. It can also go into minus 10d. As a matter of fact, when you factor out the 2d, you have d minus 5. Similarly here, if you see 3 is common, we push it out, you have d minus 5. Then you factor out d minus 5. You have these two factors, or two brackets, which are just as good as the expression 2d squared minus 7d minus 15. All right, so these are the two factors that we were asked to come up with to factorize. You can try to expand this. You should be able to get back to the original expression. So let me urge you to go through this solution yourself a number of times and convince that you can do it. You can arrive to this point. If not, consider sending us a text message expressing where you are stuck. We shall be glad to take you through again. This is why we are here on Black Slides Secondary School platform, to help you to master these things so that you can independently do them. Question number 2. If the mean for the set of data given by 3, 5, 2x, 6, 7, and 9 is 6. If the mean for the set of data is given by 3, 5, 2x, 6, 7, and 9 is 6. If the mean is 6, find the mode. Remember that mean is the average obtained when you add these 6 numbers. We have 6 numbers here, by the way. We have 3, 5, 2x, 6, 7, and 9. There are 6 of them. Their average is 6. So, using this information, we are asked to find the mode. Remember that mode is the number or the term that appears in the data set most frequently, or appears more than any other numbers. That such a number is called mode. So as it is here, we cannot tell what the mode is because we don't know what the value of x in this. Because x can be anything. So let's strive to find the value of x. So to do so, there are 6 numbers whose average is 6. That means the total sum of these numbers is going to be 6 multiplied by 6. So the total sum is 6 times 6. We are multiplying 6, which is the average, the mean, by the number of numbers. There are 6 of them. That means the total must be 36. So adding them up, adding these numbers up, we have 3 plus 5 plus 2x plus 6 plus 7 plus 9. So this must add up to 36. So bringing the constants together, the numbers together, adding them up, we have 3 plus 5, which is 8, plus 6, which is 14, plus 7, that's 21, plus 9 is 30 here. So we have 30 plus 2x must be equal to 36. Alright, so bringing the 30 to the right-hand side to subtract from 36 to give us 6. So we have 2x is equal to 6. Dividing through by 2, get x equals to 3. That means 2x is going to be 2 times 3, which is 6. And our data set now is going to look like this. We'll have 3, 5, 6, 6, 7, and 9. So clearly you can see that the mode in this case is the number 6, because 6 is appearing more often than any other number. In other words, the number with the highest frequency is the number 6. So the mode is 6 for that reason. Kindly go through this solution and convince yourself that you can do this by yourself. In case not, don't hesitate to text me to the numbers given here. I'll be glad to go through this a number of times until you are sure that you understand. Welcome, learners. My name is Mr. Paul Chilola, your teacher. Number 3. Solve for y if 2 plus y over y is equal to root of 2. And leave your answer in a simplified solid form. We are solving the equation for y. So our denominator is y, take note. The numerator here is 2 plus y. So 2 plus y over y is equal to root of 2. Solving for y, and then leave the answer in a simplified solid form. This is Black Slides Online Secondary School, your own online secondary school, where you come and revise the sciences, namely physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, and agriculture, and also other on-demand subjects. Welcome, learners. So in order to solve for y, first of all, we need to multiply both sides by y. Right, so multiply both sides by y. If you multiply this side by y, the denominator is going to disappear. And multiply this side by y, you will have y equals to root 2. So by the end of the day, you have 2 plus y is equal to y plus root, 2 plus y is equal to y root 2. Taking y to the right-hand side will give us 2 equals to y root 2 minus y. You appreciate that there's a y here, there's a y there. We can factorize this. We can push the y out so that in the end we have 2 equals to y open brackets root 2 minus 1 close brackets. Take note, we have simply factorized the y here. Y is common here and here. So we push it out. It's going to give you something like this. Dividing both sides by root 2 minus 1 will give us y equals to 2 root 2 minus 1. Go back to the statement. It says, leave your answer in a simplified SAD form. This is the solution, yes, but it's not in a simplified SAD form. So we need to rationalize the denominator in order to have a form that is simpler than this. So in order to rationalize the denominator, we shall need to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the original denominator here. So the conjugate of root 2 minus 1 is root 2 plus 1. So we multiply both the numerator and denominator by root 2 plus 1. So removing brackets from the top there, we shall have root y equals to 2 root 2 plus 2. Multiplying this out, the denominator out, will give us 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 into root 2 plus 2 is the same thing. It's this one. But you'll also appreciate that the 2 is common. Remember that the answer needs to be in a simplified form. 2 is common, so we can factor it out. If we factor out 2, we shall have 2 open brackets 1 plus root 2 close brackets. Welcome, learners. So the critical points here, you may have a 1 mark here for multiplying both sides by 1. You may have 1 mark there for arriving at this. You may also have 1 mark there for multiplying by the conjugate, and then 1 mark for the final answer. That's 4 marks altogether. Welcome, learners. Please kindly go through the solution a number of times until you are sure that you understand what's going on here. Welcome, learners. We are revising a mathematics paper from Blantyre Secondary School. This is paper 1. Question number 4. This is a mapping problem. If g of x is equal to 4 minus x squared over x to the power 4, find the values of b. If g of b plus g of half equals to 60, this is called mapping. Functions, mapping and functions. So first of all, it is going to be good for us, to help us if we find, first of all, find g of half, meaning into this expression we substitute half for x. Where there's x, we put half. We shall have a situation like this. So we put half here, square it, put half down here, raise the power 4, simplify the top. 4 minus 1 over 4 is 15 over 4. Over 1 over 2 to the power 4. That's 1 over 16. Dividing 15 over 4 by 1 over 16 will give us 60. So that's g of half when x is half. So going back to the original equation, to this equation here, it means g of b plus 60, where 60 is replacing that, g of half is equal to 60. Take note, this 60 is g of half. And this 60 here is the one which is equal to the expression on the left-hand side. So taking the 60 to the right-hand side, it means the two are going to subtract and give us 0. G of b, therefore, is equal to 0. Now introduce the b in the expression. We are going to have 4 minus b squared divided by 4 to the power b equals to 0. Then you solve for b. All right, so multiply both sides by b to the power 4. We shall have 4 minus b squared equals to 0. Solving for b means we need to take the square root of both sides. Remember that the square root of any number is plus or minus. So root of b squared is b, so root of 4 is plus or minus 2. That means the values of b 2 or minus 2. Welcome, learners. Kindly go through the solution a number of times until you are certain that you can do this independently. If you're not, consider subscribing. Rather, consider texting us to the numbers shown here. We are going to be quick to come back and assist you where you are stuck. Welcome, learners. So leave a comment in the comment section expressing where you are not sure. We are going to come back to assist you accordingly. Welcome, learners. Question number 5. The circumference of a circle with center O is 44 centimeters. Calculate the length of a chord XY, which is 5 centimeters from the center to 1 decimal place. Welcome, learners. So we have the information here which is going to be of help. We are told that the circumference of the circle is 44. Calculate the length of the chord. Chord is simply a line that touches the circle at 2 points and it cuts through the circle. All right. It can be a diameter or it can be another line. Remember that diameter is also a chord. It's a special chord. But in this case, we are not told that it's a diameter. It's just a line. All right. So if we put this in diagram form, we are going to have something like this. So we can let the chord be xy as shown here, such that the distance from the center is 5, as shown here. We are asked to use the information at hand to calculate the length of xy. Xy is 5 centimeters from the center. Welcome, learners. So, putting the information together, we can find the radius of the circle. From the relationship, circumference is equal to 2 pi r. So 2 pi r is 44 centimeters. And we are told to take pi as 22/7. So substituting 22/7 for pi shall give us 2 times 22/7 multiplied by r, and it is the r that we need to find. So 2 times 22/7 is 44/7. Dividing both sides by 44/7 shall give us r equals to 7. Please convince yourself that you can do this. So the radius now is 7 centimeters, while the distance from the center to the chord is 5 centimeters. We are asked to use this information to calculate the length of the chord xy. Now, for us to do that, we need to know what xm is. So how do we find xm? If you thought Pythagoras theorem can help, we are good to go. Let's find xm first. Once we know xm, we can find xy because xy is twice xm. So we shall use Pythagoras theorem to find half of the chord, this one. Remember that a line drawn from the center of the circle to the chord will bisect the chord, meaning that the chord is cut into two equal portions by the line OM. So to find this xm, use Pythagoras theorem. We square this side, subtract the square of this side, and then take the square root to give us xm. So 7 squared, 49, 5 squared is 25. Simplify this to give you root 24, which is roughly 4.899. So to find the length of the chord, just multiply this half of the chord by 2. Just multiply this by 2, it will give us xy. So xy is equal to twice 4.899, which turns out to be 9.8 centimeters. So the length of the chord is 9.8. Check that it is to 1 decimal place, indeed, as requested in the question. Go through this solution a number of times and convince yourself that you can do it. Because that's what we do here at Black Slides. We trust in you. We believe in you that you can do this. You got this. Welcome, learners. Question number 6 is about a table. Table 1 below shows values of R and V. So we have values of R as 2, 3, and there's something missing there. While V we have 32, something here missing, and then 256. We're given a condition here that V is directly proportional to the cube of R. So using this information, calculate the table by filling in the two missing values, by filling in the values here and the values there, the value there. So for us to do that, we shall need to form an equation which connects V and R. Since V is directly proportional to R cubed, so we're writing this as an equation shall give us V equals to K R cubed, where K is a constant. So always strive to find K before you proceed. We shall use the given values. Here we have the value of R is 2. When R is 2, V is 32. So put 32 here, put 2 here, and raise it to the power 3. Then solve for K. So solving for K shall give us 4. The value of K is 4. Then the formula, this one here, becomes V equals to 4R cubed, where 4 is the value of the value of K. So V is equal to 4R cubed. 4R cubed. All right, so this is our equation, which we are going to use to find the missing numbers. For us to find the missing number of the value of V here, we substitute 3 for R in this equation. So put 3 here and raise to the power 3. 3 to the power 3 is 27. Times 4 is 108. All right, so V therefore is going to be 108 over here. So this is 108, 108. So that's the number which is missing there. We simply substituted 3 for R to find V. So V is 108 when R is 3. For us to find R here, we set V equals to 256. So place 256 here and equate this to 4R cubed. We are going to find R. First divide both sides by 4. So R cubed is 64. Then take cube roots of both sides. So take cube root of R cubed is going to give you an R. Cube root of 64 is 4. That means the missing number there is 4. Welcome, learners. My name is Mr. Paul Chilola, once again, representing Black Slides. Go through this a number of times until you can do it. And also remember to solve similar problems, either from the textbook or from your pamphlet, from any other source. In fact, you should practice questions based on the ones that we have already solved, just to get even more confidence. Welcome, learners. So B is minus, A is 4, and B is minus 3. Please go through this a number of times and also practice similar questions so that you get the confidence that you need in order to sit for your MSc exams. Remember that the exams are just very close. In less than 2 weeks' time, you'll be sitting for your MSCE examinations. Question number 8. Given that M is this matrix, and N is this matrix here, work out the value of 2n squared minus mn. N squared means n multiplied by itself, this matrix multiplied by itself, and then double it. And then mn means this matrix multiplied by this one. I trust that you know how to multiply matrices. Remember that matrices can be multiplied as long as they are of the same order. What kind of matrices are these? These are 2 by 2 matrices, having 2 rows and 2 columns. So only matrices that are of the same order can multiply. Don't forget that. So here we have no issue. We don't have any problem. This one, we are going to do it. So first of all, we need to find n squared. N squared means this matrix multiplied by itself, like this. So n squared means n times n. So 3 times 3, 3 times 3, the row of this matrix multiplied by the column of this matrix. When multiplying, when multiplying matrices, you need to pay attention to those simple but very useful rules. Row multiplied by column. So 3, this 3 multiplied by this 3, plus this minus 4 multiplied by this minus 5. This one here. This minus 5 multiplied by this 3. This 2 multiplied by this minus 5. So we have this one here. You repeat the process. This multiplied by minus 4 over here. This multiplied by 2. Row multiplied by column. And add. Repeat the process. Minus 2. Sorry, minus 5 multiplied by minus 4. And 2 multiplied by 2. So we have that. If you simplify this, you find something like this. So this is the result of multiplying n squared by itself. Please make sure you follow on this. Convince yourself that you can multiply 2 matrices together. Then there's a 2 here which we need to multiply by the result. So multiplying this 2 by 2, 2 by the matrices we got, the matrix we got there, will give us a matrix that looks like this. 58 there minus 50 minus 4 and then 48. All right. We repeat the process to find MN. So multiply, remember, row multiplied one, the row of one matrix is multiplied by the column of the other. So 2 times 3, so over here, add 4 multiplied by minus 5. 5 multiplied by 3, add 3 multiplied by 5. Like that, 2 multiplied by minus 4, add 4 multiplied by 2. Just like that, it's so easy to multiply matrices. So we obtain this. So now that we have Mn and we have n squared, now we can simplify this. We can effect this operation. So in this case, 2n squared minus mn is just this minus this one. Subtracting the 2, remember you subtract corresponding terms. So 58 subtract minus 14 to give us 72. Just like that, you do the same for the rest. So the answer is going to be something like this. Welcome, learners. My name is Mr. Pochilola, your teacher, your science teacher. We are proud of you, our students. We wish you all the best here at Black Slides. Question number 9. Solve the following logarithmic equation. 1 plus 2 log x base 5 is equal to log 16x minus 3 to base 5. We're going to do some laws of logarithms here. So we are going to do some laws of logarithms. So 1 plus 2 log x to base 5. That's how you read this. Don't just say 2 log 5x. No. You need to read this properly. So this is 1 plus 2 log x base 5 is equal to log x 16x minus 3 base 5. That's how you read. Mathematics is a language, so you have to read it the way it has to be read. Welcome, learners. This number here, the 1, is the same as the logarithm of 5 base 5. Remember that the logarithm of a number to the base the same number is equal to 1. 2 log x base 5 is the same as log x squared. Just push the 2 up so that it's the power of x. So we have log x squared base 5 is equal to log x 16x minus 3 base 5. Since these are adding, it means that we can combine the 2 as the product of the log. So the logarithm, the combined logarithm is going to be log 5x squared to base 5. This means that these were being multiplied to obtain that. So we have log 5x squared to base 5 is equal to log 16x minus 3 base 5. Since these are to the same base, we can equate 5x squared to 16x minus 3 and then solve this as a quadratic equation. Please take note of the logarithm laws of logarithms that are in use in each case. So bring everything to the left-hand side, we shall have a beautiful quadratic equation like this. We can factorize this. So factorizing this shall give us 2 brackets 5x minus 1, from which x becomes 1 over 5. Solving for x here is going to give us x equals to 1 over 5. And solving x from here will give us x equals to 3. So to take note, you can go through this yourself a number of times until you are confident that you can handle this. Please don't mess up with the logarithms. In case you have issues, questions, don't hesitate to text or call on these numbers. We are going to respond to your text without doubt. This is Black Slides Online Secondary School, your place. Question number 10. If 13 log theta, sorry, wait, because we are just coming from a logarithm question, this is still in my mind. If 13 cos theta is minus 12 is equal to 0, this is the condition. Evaluate tan theta over sine theta multiplied by cos theta without using a calculator. There's no way you can use a calculator here, unless otherwise. So without using a calculator, find the value of tan theta over sine theta multiplied by cos theta. If 13 cos theta is minus 12 is equal to 0. Welcome, learners. So we are told that 13 cos theta minus 12 is equal to 0. Here. That means we can solve for cos theta. Take minus 12 to this side, it will be 12. Then divide by 13, it will give us something like this. So cos theta is 12 over 13. Remember, by definition, cos is simply the adjacent side over the hypotenuse side. That means the adjacent side of a triangle. If we are to show this in a triangle like this one, this being our theta, the adjacent side is 12 and the hypotenuse is 13. So if you use Pythagoras theorem to find this side here, you find that this is 5. As a matter of fact, this is going to be, if you square the 13, that's 169. If you square 12, that's 144. 169 divided by 144 is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So from that, we can work out the sine of angle theta. So sine is opposite, which is 5, divided by the hypotenuse, which is 13. Welcome, learners. We know from somewhere that the tangent of an angle, tan, is the same as sine theta over cosine. So sine theta was found to be 35 over 13. So just put 5 over 13 here, and cosine is 12 over 13. This one here. Simplify shall give us tan with this one here. Tan shall be 5 over 12. Please kindly simplify this. You find that is 5 over 12. So substituting what we know into this expression, tan over sine times cos, we just said tan is 5 over 12 and the sine is 5 over 13, while cosine is 12 over 13. Simplifying through, you find that this reduces to 1. So the answer to the question is 1. Go through the solution a number of times. Welcome learners. My name is Mr. Paul Chilola, representing Black Slides Online Secondary School. Question number 11. The angle of depression of an object from a building is 60 degrees. If the object is 10 meters away from the base of the building, find the height of the building, leaving your answer in a simplified third form. Let's put this in a diagram. Diagrams simplify things. The angle of depression of an object from a building is 30, this angle here. If the object is 10 meters, the object is 10 meters from the building, find the height of the building, find this height, leaving your answer in a simplified third form. Take note that we just made up the diagram. The original question did not give us a diagram. In most cases, you have to do the diagramming yourself. So the angle of depression is this one. The line of sight is this one here. One is looking at an object from the top there, from here. So have to turn eyes through an angle like that in order to see this object. All right, so there's some doing here which we needed to do. We shall bring in SOHCAHTOA if we needed to. All right, so let the height of h, let height be equal to h, this one. So the adjacent side is 10 meters. Take note that this angle here, this one, is just the same as this one. If this side is parallel to this one, then it means these two angles are alternate angles, what are popularly known as Z angles. So the tangent of this angle is going to be the opposite side, which is the height we need, multiplied by, rather divided by the adjacent side. So the opposite h over adjacent. Remember the tangent of angle 60 degrees is root 3. Tangent of 60 is root 3. So solving for h, multiplying both sides by 10 shall give us h equals to 10 root 3 as the answer. So the height of the building in its third form is 10 root 3. Welcome, learners. This is Black Slides Online Secondary School. We love to have you around here. Call us. Make an arrangement for personal questions. I mean, like one-on-one support. Send us a text message to get personalized assistance. Question number 12. The deviations from the mean for a set of 5 numbers are -4, -1, 0, 2, and 3. These are deviations from the mean for a set of 5 numbers. Find the standard deviation of this data set in its simplified third form. I think there are lots of questions having to do with surds. Okay. So for us to get started, we need to square each of these numbers. We call these numbers squares of deviations. So square each one of them. You square the -4, you get 60. Square the -1, you get 1. Square 0 is 0. Square 2, square all the numbers. Get 4, if you square the 3, you get 9. Next, you add them up. So add 16, that's 17, plus 0, 17, plus 4 is 21, plus 9 is 30. Then from this, we calculate variance. Variance is just the sum of squared deviations. The sum of these squared deviations divided by number, any, the number of terms we have, number of numbers. So we shall take 30 divided by 5, which is 6. So to find standard deviation is just the square root, excuse me, the square root of variance. Remember, variance is sum of squared deviations divided by number. So to find standard deviation, you simply take the square root of the variance. So square root of the variance is square root of 6, which is in a simplified third form. Welcome, learners. Please go through this solution. Remind yourself of the things that you might forget so that you are sure what's going on here. Welcome, learners. This is Black Slides Online Secondary School. These are our contacts. You can reach out to us to ask questions relating to Black Slides, how you can become a full-time student. We shall be glad to guide you. Welcome to question number 13. A box contains red balls, blue balls, and white balls. They are all balls but different colors. The probability of picking a red ball at random is 2/7, and the probability of picking a white ball at random is 3/8. If there are 224 balls in total in the box, how many balls are blue in color? Of course, how many balls are blue? Because blue in color. Once again, let's understand this. The probability of picking a red ball at random is 2/7, and probability of picking a white ball at random is 3/8. If there are 224 balls in total in the box, how many of these balls are blue? All right. So remember that the total probability is always 1. So in order to find the probability that the ball picked at random is blue, we shall subtract the given probabilities from 1. So probability of that it is blue is going to be 1. Subtract 2 over 7, subtract 3 over 8. So subtracting these probabilities from 1 is the same as subtracting 56 over 56, which is 1, minus 7 over 56, excuse me, 2 over 7 is the same as 16 over 56, 3 over 8 is the same as 21 over 56. This 56 is just the common denominator, by the way. And then you simplify this. So subtracting shall give us a probability of 19 over 56. So the probability that a ball picked at random is blue is 19 over 56. But bear on your mind that we are told there are 224 balls. So in order to find the number of blue balls from this, we simply take 19 over 56 off 224. Simplifying shall give us 19 times 4, 56 into 224 is 4. 4 times 19 is 76. So there are 76 blue balls. Welcome, learners. Go through these solutions many times until you have the confidence to do them independently. Welcome once again. Question number 14. So in this case, 3 significant figures. You simply round this off, it will be 2.92. The radius will be 2.92. You can remove the other numbers. Just round this to 3 significant figures. Welcome, learners. Welcome to question number 15. By completing the square, solve the equation 2x equals to 7 over x minus 1 equals to 3. Express your answer to 2 decimal places. So first and foremost, you multiply both sides by x minus 1. You multiply this side, everything, by x minus 1. Multiply this by x minus 1. We shall have 2x open brackets, x minus 1 close brackets. This is going to cancel the x minus 1. So we shall have minus 7. 3 multiplied by x minus 1, we shall have 3 open brackets, x minus 1 close brackets. Then you rearrange the expression. We shall have, if we expand this side, we shall have 2x squared minus 2x minus 7 is equal to 3x minus 3. In the end, we shall have this expression. This is 2x squared minus 5x minus 4. Minus 4. Next, we solve the equation by completing squares. I'm sorry for this. This is hidden, but I can still rewrite this. So let's see if we take minus 3x this side, will give us minus 2x minus 2x squared minus 5x. That's 2 minus 2x minus 3x is minus 5. This one. Taking the other side, it's like we have minus 7 plus 3. Okay, so our equation therefore is going to be minus 5, then minus 4 here. I was just worried that the 4 was not clear. Next, we complete the squares of this. Complete the square of this by dividing through by 2. Divide here by 2. Divide 5 by 2. Dividing this by 2, let me just have a pointer. We divided this 2x squared by 2, divide this by 2, divide everything by 2. You'll have something like this. So that by the end of the day, you square this, divide by 2, and square it, you will get x squared minus 5 over 2x plus 25 over 16. So add both sides, and then you go ahead, solve for x. We shall find x to be 0. Okay, I want you to leave this like the way it is because I feel something isn't right. The numbers have been distorted by this image here. All right, so can you just do it and share with me the responses? The response that you get. It's going to be pleasant to look at your solution. All right. So number 16. Figure below shows a triangle drawn on a Cartesian plane. So we have a triangle, this triangle here. Find the distance AC in simplest simplified SAD form. Why? This paper has lots of things to do with SADs. But that's all right. Okay, so we have this diagram here. We are asked to find distance AC. A is here, C is over there. Okay, so in order to do that, or to get started, point you are given point B. Point B is minus 9, 2. So from the diagram, the horizontal range based on what we are given from 2 to 5 is 3. The horizontal change is 3. That's moving from minus 2 to minus 5. The change is just a 3, like 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Vertical change is simply 6 minus 2. By the way, this is obtained by simply subtracting minus 2 minus 5 is 3 actually. That's this distance here. Well, this height, the vertical one, is 2. 6 minus 4 is 2. So the gradient, remember gradient is change in y divided by change in x. So it will be 2 over 3. So using this gradient, we can find the equation line of this line to be y minus 2, y minus 2, the value of y there, whatever y is, minus 2 is equal to the gradient divided by x plus 2, plus 9. This x plus 9 is like x minus 9, this minus 9. We have x there, x minus 9. So the equation therefore is going to look like this. If we rearrange and simplify, we are going to have the equation of the line as y equals to 2 over 3x plus 8. So at point A, where y is equal to 0, solving for x, 0 is equal to 2 over 3x plus 8. Solving for x gives us x equals to minus 1.2. Okay, this is supposed to be minus 12. If multiply both sides by 3, it's going to be 24 divided by 2 is 12. So therefore point A is minus 12 by 0. The value of x is minus 12, and the value of the value of y is 0. So point C, where x is equal to 0, here y is equal to 0. So y is going to be equal to x is equal to 0. Sorry, here x is equal to 0. Y is going to be equal to 0 plus 8. So point C is 0, 8, right there. And then you apply the distance formula, which I believe you are familiar with. You find AC equal to 4 root 13. Just go through the solution. It's all clearly laid out for you to go through. Welcome, learners. Figure 2 shows a lampshade made out of the base of the closed cone. By removing the top part as shown, write the radius of the smaller circle is 40 centimeters, and the larger circle has the radius of 80. Find the total surface area, the total area of the material used to make the lampshade to 1 decimal place. Welcome, learners. I would like to leave you now. I'll leave you with question 17 up to 20, like 4 questions. 17, 18, 19, and 20. Request the paper so that you can finish these questions and share your answers with me. Welcome, learners. It has been a pleasure being with you in this revision series. So to make this interactive, I would like you to finish off this part. Question number 17, 18, 19, and 20. We have done questions 1 up to question 16 in 1 hour and 14 minutes. Welcome, learners. It has been a pleasure being with you. My name is Mr. Pochirola. Bye-bye.